Segment 3. Brassicas Veggies. Numbers 11 through 17 are brassicas grown from transplants and include cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, chard, collard greens, and mustard greens. Now, timing is everything with these veggies, so if you haven't started them yet, you may need to really get a move on, depending on where you live in California. That's because the brassica family of vegetables is very sensitive to heat. Temperatures above, say, 75 degrees can really make them tough, woody, and bolt in short order. So they actually grow best when daytime highs are in the 50-60 degree range. Now, brassicas are all frost and freezing tolerant. However, some of them are more cold tolerant than others. Generally speaking, it's going to be safe to plant brassicas out into your garden as long as you're not going to see any temperatures below, say, 22 degrees Fahrenheit or so, and it will benefit you to cover them with some kind of frost blanket or some kind of cloth if you think it's going to drop below 28 degrees. So that's really the decision that you have to make when you're timing these things out. Now, here in the Central Valley, I generally find I need to harvest my brassicas by about May 1st. So, for that reason, I've already started my second wave of brassicas, which you see right here. This is mostly broccoli, cabbage, and mustard greens. So it's generally better to be a little bit early with brassicas and fight the cold than it is to be a little late and fight the heat. Now, the overwhelming majority of California is a little bit behind me in terms of timing, so for that reason, it will be just fine for you to start your brassica transplants indoors right now. They'll be ready to plant out into your garden about 6 weeks after you sow the seed. These brassicas you see here germinated about a month ago, and they are pretty much ready to go. Still, we have a cold wave coming over the next 2 weeks here in the valley, so I'm going to delay and let them hit the maximum 6 weeks of maturity before I plant them out. Now, for you folks in Southern California, San Diego, Palm Springs, the Coachella Valley, if you haven't started your brassicas yet, you really need to get a move on. It's going to start getting warm very quickly in your region. If you do decide to start things this late, make sure you have 40% shade cloth on hand to finish your brassicas under so they do not flower and go to seed on you before they are mature. Here's a California-specific challenge. Our coastal regions have this amazing advantage with brassicas. If you're in San Francisco, Half Moon Bay, Santa Barbara, or anywhere along the Central Coast, you can actually grow brassicas almost year-round because it stays so cool. You coastal folks are living in brassica paradise, so take advantage of it. For those of us inland, we're fighting a race against time. The Central Valley goes from 50 degrees in February to 90 degrees by May. That's a 40-degree swing